It's on! Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to you live from Dollywood, a park not featured in that montage you just saw, but we cover everything. So from Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, we are at Dollywood Smoky Mountain Christmas. We're going to take a fun look at the Christmas festival. I wish I was there. Who's there with me? Who's actually the person with the camera right now?
Why, it's me, Tony, who's not on Parks Talk, so I don't know why you played that intro.
Did I play the wrong intro? Oh, what
You played the Parks Talk intro.
Oh my goodness. I'm thrown. Pretend like that was the walk and talk intro, the one that ends with
That's
our
fine. And you're in
All right.
LPHQ West, or actually that's LPHQ. And I'm in Laughing Place Branch Division, Pigeon Forge. I almost said Knoxville. That's wrong.
No, so wrong. Pigeon Forge,
Hi,
Tennessee.
it's Tony. Hi, welcome. Dollywood. Dollywood Smoky Mountain Christmas. We honestly couldn't remember what it was called a second ago, and it's right here. All I had to do was look over my shoulder.
Let's go take a closer look at that before we head off and see all the beauty of Smoky Mountain Christmas.
Okay. I will say it is a photo spot, so I don't want to get into people's photos.
Thank you. Same to you.
But here we go.
And thank you. Same to you.
I got a good place at that place, too.
Beautiful. Oh, I spelled smoky wrong.
Right.
Oh, no, I didn't. I spelled
Did
it
you
right.
spell it with an E, like the bear?
I thought I did, but I did not. I spelled it right.
Okay. We're in front of the Show Street Palace Theater, home to a show called The Smoky Mountain Christmas.
Whew, so let's ease on over to the festivities. Tell us all about it.
The front of the park. Well, the festivities are taking place all over the park. All of the marketing material and everything you see throughout Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg says there's over 500,000.
No, it's like 5 million.
Oh, over 5 million lights. Sorry. So the park is pretty decked out for the holiday fun. Or yesterday we were here as well, and we had chocolate-covered cheesecake on a stick from the bakery over here, and that's trouble. So probably do that a little bit later also.
5 million lights, as you said. Oh, this is pretty. As you walk, make sure.
Yeah, normally in the spring festival, this is covered with umbrellas, but right now it's bells and garland, and it looks great.
Yes, Joshua, we are at Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And Tony is not the 10 I see.
That's why you don't see me, you just hear me.
Can you pan a tab to the left so we can see the buildings more too?
Yeah.
And the beautiful wreath. So how does this feel like being in Osborne?
No, because my eyes aren't dilating because of all the flashing lights and giving me a migraine. It's actually quite nice comparatively. That said, we will get to an area that has lighting with more effects to it. So these are all pretty, I'm not going to say stagnant. Stagnant's not a good word to use for the lights, but they're all just pretty standard, I guess would be better.
No twinkles.
But let's duck this way.
So do you know Dollywood well enough to talk about what area of the land we're in and we're going to?
Yeah, we're going into, I believe this area is called the Land of Imagination. And it's all the Dolly Parton tribute stuff, all the stuff that's based on Dolly Parton.
And it used to just be called Future World, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're going into Dolly Nature. And then later on, we'll go to
one of these butterflies. These things are awesome.
Hold on.
I know you would love that in your home, Tony.
I don't know about it as a butterfly, but something similar, yeah.
That is beautiful. Butterfly, of course, is key to Dollywood.
I will say this. All these lights are why I'm here. It's called research for next future home projects.
Cardfreck says cinnamon bread. Have you had any cinnamon bread? World famous.
We had cinnamon bread a little bit earlier today with apple butter. So if you hear as I go up some stairs or an incline at some point during this tribute, or not
Is it-
tribute, walk and talk.
Is it true for those watching their waistline, Dollywood is the best theme park to go to?
No, because their portion sizes have not been reduced.
It's not where I was headed with that, but very good.
Oh, okay.
Not a lot of lights here.
Over here is the Heart of the Holidays show, which in the summer we were here, it was like the Dolly family show.
Yeah.
Where like cousins of hers are singing. So I would assume it's the same, but with holiday music.
It's a very cool thing at Dollywood. They actually have Parton family people there in that show.
And then this is her tour bus. You could walk in and explore. Oddly, one of the longest waits in the park right now. Because you can only go in because of restrictions and stuff, like one group at a time.
Thank you, Princess Samari.
This is Great Moments with Mrs. Parton right here.
I'm always chasing rain. Have you been in there?
Not this trip, but we were in it last time.
I've been to Dollywood maybe 5 or 6 times. I've never stepped foot in there yet.
And then this is Dolly's Closet, which is fashions inspired by Dolly.
Do they still have the kicking ornaments there?
No, not that I've seen.
Okay, that was a joke. A bad one.
Hold on, I'm having a little bit of... There we go. Okay. My stabilizer couldn't figure out which way it wanted to point while stabilizing.
Seems like a very quiet evening here at Dolly. What time is it there?
It is... What time is it here?
6:11.
6:11.
Same time it is at your home.
Yes. They're going to want more Josh commentary, I think.
Keep that up. Keep that up. So it's 6:11 p.m., obviously. And what's the weather like there in Pigeon Forge?
It is chilly, at least for me. I've actually seen some people running around in t-shirt and shorts, and I said,
64
why?
degrees.
It's 64 degrees right now.
That is not bad at all. It's much colder where I am. A Morgan Holman has a face plant, I believe, for that. What time is it? Comment of yours. That was a cast member.
That's one thing I've... Yes. No, they don't work here.
Just
People
strolling
just bring
along.
musical instruments and strolling around. Yeah, no, I've noticed that a lot more this time around. I was here in the summer as well. There's just a lot more like street entertainment like that. Just walks around playing music.
What I don't hear though is any background music.
There's a little bit. It's all Christmas, like pre-recorded Christmas stuff, but pretty faintly. We're here in front of the Pines Theater, where they have a show called "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." It's a decent show, but my friend and I were subjected to it simply because I couldn't remember the difference between "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" and "A Christmas Carol." So I went in, and we're going in, getting ready to let's see these ghosts come out, and da 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 da. And then they said, "Now 'twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse." And I go, "Oh wait," and that was about 6 or 7 minutes in, and then we left. We didn't leave the theater; we stayed for the rest. But we were about ready to be like, "Oh, I got my stories mixed up," and my friend just said, "I knew it."
Remember when I called you just before we went live, Tony?
Yep.
Still applies. Still applies.
Oh yeah. We are in the 50s section of the park, coming up on Lightning Rod, which is hit or miss in terms of whether or not it's operating, but it's one of the newer. Actually, I think it's the newest roller coaster in the park, and it has a launch. It's a hybrid Rocky Mountain coaster, or Rocky Mountain Construction, excuse me, RMC, where it's a wooden support with steel tracks. Excuse me. You can't see it because it's dark up there. But here
But
it
it's
is right
there.
here.
And
It's
most
there.
of it's on the other side of the hill.
If you go, there's a light.
Yeah.
up the hill.
Yeah, you launch over the hill through the woods to grandmother's house in a hot rod car. And right now it's open, but the wait's only 35 minutes. when I was here in July, which is going to be the moral of the story is don't come in July. It was over 2 hours to get on this ride.
Cool. Let's go ride.
And right now it's only 30. Is your wife watching?
She's watching. Yes.
Okay. If she would, I feel like she would be the first to say, why would you make him go on that ride?
That's right. I forgot. I have to be extra good.
I'm sure Morgan is also ready to comment. Why would you make him go on that ride?
I
And the
believe
person I'm with, I tried. Yeah.
Yes.
Morgan just said nope. Josh also knows Morgan and has also been instructed. He's going to try and get you to coax him on it, and he won't let me ride. So,
Hey, I was wondering
My
what happened to
greatest
that
effort.
police car in Springfield. We found it.
no Chief Wiggum though.
Whoa, slow down. Not racing yet.
Yeah, the first thing I think of every time I'm in this particular section of the park is there's a lot of cars in this land. Lots of cars in this land. That's all I'll say.
Oh, that took me a while. So you mentioned the chocolate cheesecake earlier. Any other tasty treats discovered yet?
That aren't here normally.
Yeah.
Not that I've discovered. Oh, you had the peppermint bark.
Yes.
How was that?
It was good.
It was good. Good peppermint bark is good.
It was very holiday.
Crossing over the light bridge to what land?
Rivertown Junction, I believe is the name of this one.
Oh, we also had the drink.
Oh yeah, we had a cranberry spritzer, which was basically cranberry juice and Sprite with fresh fruit in it. It was really good.
Oh, nice. Is Dollywood an alcohol-free park?
Yes, it is.
Meaning they don't have alcohol. Not the alcohol is free, correct?
Correct. If you want free alcohol, there are tastings outside of the park at many different distilleries and moonshineries, as I've called them, but I've been told many times that's not the proper term.
Moonshine aplenty in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. That's the raft ride on the right?
Yeah, it's closed for the season because right now everybody would look like the survivors of the Titanic once they got off of it.
It's 64 degrees. That's not that cold.
Okay. Come out here. Let's see how you do.
So it is really dark. Does it feel that way when you're there?
Yes. We're in a valley in the mountains.
They could have lights, but no, I like that. I love that that they let it get dark there. Disneyland does that too, and I'm a big fan of that.
As you can kind of see some of like the taller trees around that are decked out. Like you see this one over here from the fair area, and if you look over here, we're kind of going towards like the Craftsman area. Yeah.
Can we see that tree on the left? I'm trying to see what kind of lights those are up there. They look like little circles of lightness.
Circles of lightness.
I don't know. How would you describe? They look like little bursts of fireworks up there.
How I would describe them is actually the product name.
Mr. Light Expert.
Yeah.
I do like those though. Like them a lot. So we've got some tree fans. My wife likes the one in the distance. I think when you're facing the other way, it looks like I keep thinking
the red and white one.
I keep thinking there's a firework going off over there. Yeah. And then
funny you say that. There are fireworks tonight, but.
And then I guess there's one next to Thunderhead.
Yeah.
So we get over there.
We're gonna get to like the main tree in a little bit.
Special kind of tree.
It's 50 feet tall and it's mostly lights. It's Purdy. P-U-R-D-Y, Purdy. We're going to go to the right. I think anybody who's been to Dollywood also can tell you there is a bit of a hiccup in the layout of this park. But hold on, I'm getting distracted because it's time for an Appalachian Christmas.
you so much, folks. Once again, welcome to the Back Porch Studio. We're glad to have all of you here with us. We're the Smoky Mountain Stream Band. This is Alcohol-Free Christmas. In case you're seeing us for the first time, we want you to know who you're looking at here.
Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing a fine job for that. She's up here all the way from Cincinnati, Ohio, originally. She's been here at the park 17 years now, entertaining the folks in her time in the entertainment department. She's been about every show around this place at one time or another.
Of course, as soon as we get here, we're going to stop the music.
Female vocalist right here. How about a big hand from Ashley Bradley?
I don't know if this is a joke or not, but if it is, it's the best
Now
one
on
ever.
the stage with 5-string banjo, all the way from downtown Sevierville.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out where in the Christmas story it would be.
it's people hitchhiking ain't what it used to be. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay. Well, I would have liked some music, but that's all right.
Man, I'm out of
Yeah, so if you come over here, the country fair area, and the train depot are an offshoot. Like most of the park is a loop except for this one spot. Here's where all the people are.
So I have a question. Do you do the naughty or nice? I'm not sure what that means. Do you?
I do. I was going to talk about that in a second. I have not done it. I'm thinking about doing it. Here, Santa's meet and greet is called Santa, naughty or nice. So I was just, what is this? And I thought it was a show at first, but it's apparently the Santa meet and greet. But you can go through his cabin. It's up here in one of the theaters. So we're coming up on the train station here and the water tower as we get into this area. The train, as far as I know, aside from lighting, has nothing really special going on for the holidays, but the lines for it are gargantuan. Like it's the one thing everybody wants to do.
Just hold up. 1 minute. I'll be right back.
I don't know how bright that is. Yeah. It's there and it's ready.
Is it running?
A couple. Yeah, it's well at the moment it's waiting to take on more folks. It's the train here isn't like the ones we're accustomed to, where it's kind of constant. It's a giant figure 8 loop. Actually, it's more of a dog bone, and it comes in and parks, and then it'll sit there for about 40 minutes before it does another run, almost like show times.
And I had to step away for a moment, so I'm seeing a comment. I hope you guys know what it's referring to. Yes, they play Christmas music, and you get to hear...
On the train? Probably on the train.
Okay, and you get to hear Dolly Parton tell her story about Christmas.
Oh.
Those are comments from Daniel Kaplan, who is the biggest Dollywood fan I personally know, also happens to be my brother-in-law.
I remember I've conversed with him about Dollywood before. Well, then we'll get it close on the train here. Oh, all right. They've left it abandoned. So I'm going to go ahead and take the wheel. Hold on. I'm not actually doing that. I don't condone that behavior.
You just scared me to death, Tony.
Hey, we need viewers, and what better way to get viewers
than to steal a train?
Than to steal a train in Dollywood.
The Naughty or Nice Santa Claus meet and greet is unique. It has a show element. You have to meet Santa. Get it on video.
Okay. Here, I think that's the tree. No, the other one was the red and white one, right? The one that Rebecca liked?
I believe that's what she was referring to, yes.
Well, yeah, so if you can see all these folks over here, this is the train line, and the train's already full waiting for the next run. So these folks are waiting at least 2 more trains.
But it's worth it for the story of Christmas from Dolly herself. Or Dolly's story of Christmas.
Call me when Kenny Rogers kicks in there too.
I live in this dream. That is what we are.
Right
How's
now,
that?
based on how cold it is, those islands in that stream are frozen.
So this one has like little ornaments on it.
Okay, 64.
Oh, so the temperature's dropping pretty quickly. It's now 64. Last night we were here, it went from probably around mid 60s to 45, give or take.
That's cold. See, 64, that's nothing. 45, that's cold. Oh,
The
so
carousel.
the story Dolly tells is about when all the kids decided not to get presents so their mother could have a wedding ring for the first time. That is even sweeter than the Christmas shoes. That's beautiful.
I appreciate that because I don't think we're going to be on that train at all this trip. So now we know.
what you're saying.
Thanks, Daniel. And here's the Heart Song Theater, which is the name of her new hotel opening up in 2023.
Heart Song Theater?
Heart Song Lodge. Yeah, I saw that and I just said, what is this?
Now you know there's a show in there.
And after some
show element
research,
in there.
now we know.
I like all the build. Everything looks like it's uniquely decorated, not just repeated from space to space.
No, I agree. And we'll see more of that. Like it kind of contains a theme throughout each land. And where we're going now, in my opinion, are like the least decorated lands.
I like the tree over there on the left a minute ago with
That's where we're heading next.
the dripping. Oh, wow. Yeah, fireworks. So we're live from Dollywood once again, checking out the Smoky Mountain Christmas. If you're out there and have a question or comment, or you want to make sure Tony shows you something, that's what the chat's for. Feel free to put it in there. We'll put it on the screen. We'll make Tony do it. He doesn't get paid if he doesn't.
Accurate. No rides, though. I can't bring loose articles on rides. As much as I would love to take us all on Jingling Fury.
Did you get to ride that
Blazing
yet?
Fury. I did, and I was really hoping they would have stuck some Santa hats on some of the figures in there, but they didn't.
That's actually disappointing.
My friend who's with me goes, if they do a holiday overlay, I'll go on it again.
Where are we heading now?
We are heading into the country fair section. This is where all the carnival rides and the kids rides are. And games.
I love those lights, Rebecca. My wife says she almost bought those style of lights. I love those lights.
Hold on, we're going to hook around and get closer.
They're in a constant state of becoming.
Epcot lights.
Okay, so after we check out these lights, I do have a comment about Blazing Fury. Let's look at that.
Okay.
It's so red. Is it covered in red lights?
Yes, it's all red.
And then the white drippers.
I do believe that's what it says on their box, too. White drippers.
Shut up. I would love this in my front yard. This is so awesome. It brings me such peace just watching this.
For everybody who wants to look up personal information, my high school colors were red and white. So all I'm seeing right now is my high school.
Oh, Daniel points out a good thing. That he loves how they follow the shape of the tree. The shape of the trees. Wow. So Daniel says Blazing Fury.
Because they're on every branch and everything. Yeah.
Nikki B is a big fan of that. They show that on the screen. Cat. So Daniel says Blazing Fury. Did they not decorate at all because they used to?
We did not notice any difference than when we were there in July. I know I've seen ride-through videos with holiday stuff. There was nothing like that this year. If he'd like, I could go on it again later. But yeah.
It's up to you, Tony. You know if you're doing a good job or not. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I'm not taking this on the coaster.
I know.
Coaster's a loose term for that attraction.
I love that attraction. It's painful. It's bad. It's wonderful.
Yes, I am pretty sure my number 3 disc popped back into place earlier. But what do you think of these ones?
I am a big fan just because I like the white background, and I'm a big fan of the red and white striping there. I like this a lot. How about you?
And we'll go back to right underneath where it's at.
Just the simpleness of that one really makes me happy.
I agree. I would say it's almost too much white. They should have just left them white, but let's press forward.
Watch your elbows, I'm guessing, on Blazing Fury.
Who said that?
Lisa Wilson. Do you know Lisa Wilson?
Oh, yes, I do, actually. That is the significant other of the person I'm with right now.
Ah.
Yeah, she we wore it together last July. Watch your elbows, indeed. It stopped suddenly. I don't know if you knew that. I wanted to get out of this area before the Alvin and the Chipmunk song played.
Christmas time is here.
Spot on. It's loop de loop is where I'm out all the time.
I love that part. What a good song.
At least we went to a better song.
I don't know if they could hear it. Can you hear?
All I want for Christmas is you. Wouldn't be Christmas without it.
I really want to turn the camera on this impromptu staff meeting that's occurring, but I won't.
Thank you.
Probably shouldn't have mentioned it at all. But I did.
Heard that.
Yes. I have noise canceling earbuds in, and I heard that very clearly.
The train was not happy you tried to touch him.
You're back. I remember you. Toot, toot.
I'm so jealous of you right now. This is so pretty. Is the light in that lantern green? Or is it reflecting?
It's reflecting. I could see that it looks green in the camera. It's a very clouded white that is showing up green on the camera.
Okay. That's why I asked.
These are green.
Daniel is asking, did you see Christmas in the Smokies and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas? He may have
I've
missed
seen 'Twas the Night
beginning.
Before Christmas. I have not seen Christmas in the Smokies. I just did that thing with somebody where you go left and he goes right, and then you go right and then he goes left.
Danced. You danced.
We danced, yes. Okay, we're gonna walk through a cave here. Oh,
Not yet,
maybe
we're
not. We're
I
gonna see a train go by.
Good. I totally flinched.
Well, 2 quick ones means he's ready to go. So, let's go.
We get to watch the train go by.
We'll get staged right over here. In case you couldn't tell, we are in fact at a rail crossing road. It's going to be very loud.
A lot of stuff.
That's a powerful train.
Yes. It just dropped this net on my foot. Oh.
Please stay behind the net. Thank you.
Tony.
That wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
It was a racing stroller ready to get across. But apparently they use like a mechanical way of pulling that in. That's interesting.
I like that he said thank you. Please stand behind the net. Thank you.
Everybody, I'm not saying this in a degrading way. Everybody here is so polite. It's actually refreshing.
I
Coming
love
from Orlando. Coming from Orlando. And oof. I appreciate it a lot.
Good. I love the South. I love Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, the whole area. You're just surrounded by nice people all the time, and it's beautiful.
I did feel super old, though. We went to a restaurant, and one of the waiters just kept calling me sir. It just made me feel really old. I am not sir. My dad and grandfather are sir.
Sorry, Tony.
I know. Mortality. How's the signal? Is it still good?
Yeah, signal's actually fine. Can we see those trees on the right in the cave? We can take a moment to look at those.
I'm going to come over here, though, and let them clear out so we're not focused on the family taking photos.
Okay, watch your head.
It's taller than Tom Sawyer Island in here.
Morgan agrees. Those trees are adorable.
Yeah, and they're all throughout the cave. I don't know what's in that window thing, though, that they're looking at.
Send your cohort to find out. See if it's worth checking out.
They want you to investigate.
We can hear you.
What did he say? I didn't even hear him.
He just repeated what you said.
Okay.
And then... Dad, the scary man is looking over my shoulder.
So there's a drill and a mine cart. And
So it's like my dentist.
A little bit about the number 2 flooded mine.
So it's a pencil mine for graphite?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what
It's the number 2 graphite pencil mine.
Thank you, Tony.
Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. Now, what it really is the world's biggest wine opener and
some asbestos.
toothpick holder and some asbestos.
One quick conversation with your friend, and you've gone off the rails.
No, something did, though.
So apparently it's the old entrance.
Come on, give me credit
ride.
for that one. That one was good.
No, it's okay. The old entrance to the ride that no longer exists.
Well, what ride would that have been?
I don't know. Hopefully Daniel will let us know in a moment. Right now we'll call it the ride that shall not be named.
Voldemine.
This is why you need to tune in to Tub Time with Tony for quick wit like that.
I like this kind of like overlook.
Yeah. Guess that's the benefit
So
of
this
being in the
white
mountains.
line here is Lightning Rod where we were.
Okay.
And then that's over like where the Appalachian Christmas was is right in front of us. And then back beyond that is where that red tree with the red drippers, trademark doobie, is at.
The drippers were white.
Yeah.
The former attraction there.
I did say red drippers. They were white drippers.
The former attraction there is the flooded mine, which does still exist at their sister park, Silver Dollar City.
Hi, everybody.
All right, this one up here on the right with the what are that, squares up there? That one looks kind of weird.
You don't like that one? I like that one.
I didn't say I didn't like it. It just looks weird. Those are just like squares or rectangles, right?
They are just string lights, but I feel like they were all really close together on a single string.
Yeah, there's nothing random about
Looking-
them.
looking closer.
They look very
No,
unnatural.
I'll agree with that. And
Yeah,
then
not my favorite. Hey, can you spin
over
that wheel?
here is I cannot spin that wheel. Stay tuned on Saturday, I'm guessing.
Probably.
Okay. Now I thought this was cool. This is a carving of a guy carving, completely made out of butter.
Wait, let's take a moment. This carving of the guy carving is made of butter?
No, but it's a carving of a guy carving next to the cinnamon bread mill right over
Oh,
here. So
you're
I
making
just
a joke.
assume it's made out of butter. But I like that it's a carving of a guy carving.
Get some cinnamon bread and just kind of slide it on it and see if it works. See if it's made out of butter.
Okay.
Rebecca says she likes the curtains of light hanging from the tree branches. So me and this Rebecca woman have a disagreement on that one.
On the curtain.
Yes. It looks better from this angle.
I'll hold here for a second so you can take it in.
It's taken.
Okay.
Daniel says you are approaching something he likes, the lights on the north, aka the
Yes.
northern lights.
Yes. Spoilers, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel.
That train can be heard everywhere. They're hearing that train at
Yes.
the earthquake ride in Gatlinburg.
Oh, I still want my money back.
There's always a line.
You know what though? That effect works. I was like, God, there's people waiting for that again.
It so works. I know. Daniel can hear
So
that
this
name
is the-
Kissimmee. Yes.
This is the Oh Holy Night show, a living nativity. One of the shorter shows for the festival, at 15 minutes in length.
That's one of the shorter shows.
So it's definitely an abridged nativity retelling.
Morgan says she would
Yeah,
like her money back for the Jurassic boat ride. I still haven't done that one, unfortunately.
I liked it.
Okay, Daniel says the nativity show is very short and has a plot twist.
I'm sorry. I might have to slack you all my comments for that one, but
I don't know what he means, and I know Daniel very well.
apparently that story has a plot twist.
So
That one?
Yeah. My friend made the same face I made.
all right, we're gonna move on. Meredith Doherty says the Jurassic
Okay.
boat ride is fantastic.
Because it is.
So I believe Meredith and Morgan may have some disagreement there.
I did find a wheel that spun, so I could send you that video too.
And Daniel said it's more of a surprise ending than a plot twist. That's slightly better.
Still. Were they let into the inn?
Hey,
Is
we're
that
gonna
the
stop.
twist?
We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop. We're gonna
Okay.
stop. Oh, it's not just a nativity. It has a modern framework story. Okay, so now it's all coming together. We're going to move on to our next topic.
Is it presented by Hallmark? I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Up here, this is Wild Eagle.
Is it
The roller
closed for
coaster?
bees?
No. What? No. Has
Well,
it been
that
closed for bees?
That ride, many times I've been there, has been
Bees,
closed because
bees?
there's beehives at the top, and so they don't run it until they clear out. Or something.
Apparently,
I just
it's been
know that's
closed
a
for
common thing.
beehives. bees. And at the bottom, you get souvenir beads.
Bees?
Beads.
Bees, as in bzzz. Yes.
This is one of the things I still love about this park is that they actually do stuff like this here. Like they make it, and they have an experience I thought of doing where you could make your own knife. Just to say I've done it. I don't know what I'd use it for other than really themed steak parties. But
So let me.
and they
It
also
closes.
have these.
Oh, shut up. Daniel, I don't like wind chimes for the uninitiated. It closes for bees often. They swarm at the top of a lift. That is why Lightning Rod has a cover, which begs a question. Move
Wouldn't there
on.
be more up there?
Move on.
I feel like there'd be more beehives where it's covered.
You are not a bee expert.
Oh, okay. You're right. I'm a blogger for laughingplace.com.
Maybe someday you hope to be.
I really like these lanterns in the trees up here.
All right, Daniel said the carolers here are awesome. So if you hear any carolers, let's make a beeline for them. No
Well, that's
pun
at Wild
intended.
Eagle, I've been told. And this time, because one of the things I remember from July's visit with Stream, it is a show.
Oh, the candlelight carolers. They're awesome.
What time is it?
It is 6:45.
If we're in this vicinity, I'll pop back. Or who knows, maybe I'll get a video to put on laughingplace.com. Here's the actual stream from the Kenny and Dolly song.
Any islands in it?
Maybe further up or further down, but definitely not right here. I would say that's an island right here, or a big clump of leaves. So the other night when the temperature was dropping, I was like, gosh, it's getting foggy fast. Like, it made me think of my life in the San Francisco Bay Area. Like, the fog's rolling in, the temperature's dropping, everything like that. Then I find out as I get further on, there's fog machines. And it's just cold, so it lingers.
Floating lanterns that Rebecca was a fan of. Meredith Dougherty says, where do you get to make wreaths?
Oh, that was back down there. Because they have the metal shop, and then they had the wreath shop. I'm pretty sure it was right across. The wreaths were back there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are now on Eagle Mountain. We're not going to... Oh, well, now we're really not going to see anything.
I know. What just happened there?
Was
Is that Goofy
say,
again? Did Goofy trip over the lights?
With the lights out where we are now, and this was kind of talked about earlier, why isn't Dollywood open for a haunt event?
It's not that kind of park.
They already have the hardest working fog machines in the theme park game.
I don't know if you heard my friend.
We did hear your
But
friend,
yes,
yes.
okay. God bless America. Sorry, I'll stop singing.
Oh, don't do that.
I was doing the America song,
He did not.
and he did not like it.
Yeah, as Daniel says, the company doesn't think it's family friendly, which is imperative for Dollywood's theme park, and I'm a fan of that.
I don't know if you can see.
No, we can't. Is that an eagle?
You can't see?
That is-
It's an American bald eagle, which is why I
Okay.
started singing that song, but he got angry and fluttered a bit. So I'm probably not going to do it again.
Oh, Rebecca said the lights went off because it's time for the eagles to sleep. So stop singing and bothering these things.
Creatures. creatures, not things.
Creatures, sorry.
Animals.
All creatures, great
Living,
and small.
breathing things. All right, there's no way around, so I have to go through this shop.
You have to go through a shop? What is this, Disneyland?
I know, right? Since I know she's watching, I'm going to say that somebody suggested I use this for something, and that was a hard pass. Do not worry. That's not coming home.
For the uninitiated out there, Tony has a girlfriend of 52 years that he's never proposed to, and we're trying to push him in that direction. But apparently not with that.
See? 52 years. It's been 48. Let me be.
You would need to ask again. Right, so what area of the park are we
It's
in
like a
now?
Magic 8 Ball. Ask again later. This is still Craftsman's Valley,
Glacier Ridge
but
is
for
what
the
we're
holidays,
approaching.
they call it Glacier Ridge. And I don't know if you could hear the howling wind.
I hear a train.
Yes. At some point,
that
I
a
feel
port?
like, is that just like, it's a few of them.
Are these lights actually placed on the tree? Oh, these are cacti, aren't they?
No.
What is going on here? Explain what's going on
Cacti
here.
in the Smokies, it's a tree of light.
So there's no actual tree there?
There's no actual tree. It's a pole with lights. And that's a pole or a bear on ice or along the whole. So there's a show on the big tree, which we'll see in a little bit. I don't know if we'll see the show, but we'll see the big tree in a little bit. That it's about a black bear who was lonely at Christmas. And then because of a bunch of snow and ice, polar bears were able to come hang out with their black bear cousin and the Smoky Mountains.
This area is incredibly pretty, as the commenters are saying. It kind of reminds me of Animal Kingdom at Christmas.
No, because it's nighttime. Was that the comment, Doobie? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
That was Dewey's exasperation at Life with Tony, but that is pretty. Oh my.
Yep. So here's Blazing Fury. Still the greatest thing in this park. Again, they are pumping fog into this area like none other.
Oh, is this the
But
Northern
this
Lights?
is what Daniel mentioned earlier. These are the Northern Lights.
This is the new winner. How do I get this?
We'll walk back and forth. Well, you call your friend Tony and give him a budget, and we can make it happen. So I'll walk back through. I will do like a back and forth kind of thing through here. Yesterday, I quite literally laughed out loud. We walked through and somebody said, "Oh, this is like that Avatar thing at Disney." And I said, "No. No, it's not."
Apparently there's soothing music in here.
I don't know if you can hear that wind.
I hear the wind. And the music.
We stopped, and now we can't move again.
Who wants to move? You're in like a perfect spot. Well, except the tree stopped moving.
Merge. Put on your blinker.
How come the lights on the tree stopped moving?
They kind of just like pulse and change lights. You can't see them like flickering and changing color?
Yeah, I can. They're just not traveling anymore. Oh, this is huge.
Yeah, it runs basically from Blazing Fury down to the Tennessee Tornado.
Do they have places here where you can sit?
There are some benches off to the side where it's wider, like where we are right here.
I could stay here for a long, long time.
So can I.
So could Meredith. Oops, wrong click. I would like these decorations for me, says Meredith.
But yeah, where it's narrow, there are no seats. But like here, where it's wider, there are some benches.
Do people move through quickly, or they just kind of hang around here for a bit, take their time?
I'll pan down a little bit. You can see it's a pretty active pathway.
Yeah, Nikki B says so calming.
If we'd like, because I was going to come back and get like maybe a 20-minute loop for myself. If we want, we could probably put that up on Marketplace YouTube also.
I think that'd be a fabulous idea. Daniel says when you come at park close and there's no one here, it's the best thing. So yeah, I'm going to try that towards the very end of the day.
Noted.
And he says it's about a 10-minute loop, he thinks. I think that would be great. And just let it immerse you as much as possible, in my humble opinion. People are loving this.
We'll go back down, move a little bit more, and then we'll come back up again.
Okay. And then while you're there, get an airbrush t-shirt for yourself on me.
I wish I could.
Oh, darn. I tried.
I like the owl noises. I might do it from the other end where the carnival games aren't. Oh, hold on. Every time there's like the gust of wind is when something happens.
Oh. I got a Christmas magnet from our most faithful Disney Trivia Live fans. Nothing to do with this stream.
We're having a calming, peaceful, light-up moment. Disney Trivia Live, Saturdays.
Hey, if you want a calm, peaceful, and relaxing, that's Disney Trivia Live.
I think we need to get you a dictionary for Christmas.
Oh, we have a real question for light expert Tony. Do you figure those are individually addressed LEDs, Tony?
Like each bulb or each line? Because I bet they're all synchronized to one. There's obviously multiple lines, all set up to one like show programmer.
Thank you. Once again, Tony is the light expert. The light expert.
We're in the middle, so like you can see more of the strands in the middle, like as opposed to like the long shot where it's kind of a big ball of light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's that keep going. Yeah, during the day, this looks all like just vines hanging from the trees, but they're all the light strings.
You say during the day this is divine?
No, they all look like vines.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's divine at night.
Daniel says the fog is great this year. It hasn't always been foggy like that. It really enhances it.
I don't know if you could tell. You can't see anybody coming at you in this thing.
Yeah, Universal needs to get with Dolly's fog team.
This totally feels like horror night. Not that I would know.
And
Except
the
I
best
would
part
know.
is you would now, yes. I'm inhaling and exhaling. I'm like, is it so cold I can see my breath? No, I think the fog is just going in and out.
It's really cool. This is amazing. Oh, our queen. I haven't seen our queen in forever. She says it is beautiful. Yes,
I'm going to hook back one more time.
Wow. Must be nice when there's no one here and it's this foggy.
Or terrifying. Especially with those owls. If nobody were here and those owls with these lights, I'm out. Ever seen the fourth kind?
Is that the one with the actress from Resident Evil?
Mila Jovovich. Yes.
Yes, her. Daniel says he's surprised this hasn't been replicated by someone in Florida. Daniel, do they have similar stuff at Silver Dollar City? Similar Christmas event?
I will say, if you think this is crowded in Dollywood with this, if they put something like this somewhere in Florida, oh, game over. It would be the biggest pinch point on record.
And Tony would be there.
Probably.
Tony would be there for the media event. So is this kind of the grand finale, the final hoo-ha of Smoky Mountain Christmas?
No. Should we have done that? It's the finale?
No. I'm just curious kind of how it goes. We're not done.
I would say it's definitely one of the top tier areas for this event. Yes. Actually, it's probably my favorite part, but I want to call it the grand finale. Oh, there we
Because I
go.
know for Halloween, there's clearly a big down path thing that is decorated, and I'm not good with exactly where we are right now, but we're not there, obviously.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Daniel says we're about halfway.
That's accurate, yes.
All right, Rebecca has a great idea. This should be at Universal Studios parking structure over the moving walkways. I like that idea. Oh, we're by Tennessee Tornado. Okay. I know where that is. That's
we're on the pathway between Blazing, I always want to call it Blazing Saddles, but between Blazing Fury and Tennessee Tornado.
Which is Tennessee what?
Tornado, yeah.
Okay, fine. We're by the coaster that you thought was going to kill you. Yes, I did. Still not sure it didn't. I haven't been the same since.
'Tis better to think it might and then go on it and have it.
I wrote it.
And I'm jealous of you because you have.
Oh, yeah. Okay. The one part of my life that's
School's out, by the way. I'm still exhaling fog. I just want to point out that here in Tennessee, one of the prizes is the Golden State Warriors flag.
Is that the moon?
That is the moon, yes.
Okay. I was wondering what Christmas light that was hovering up in there, but that makes sense.
Nope, that's the moon.
It's here most nights.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to see in that fog blast area, but it's definitely there. And it's not quite full, so don't have to worry just yet.
This doesn't sound like Christmas music.
It was This year, I'll give you my cheer. Something special.
Last Christmas, one of the best Christmas songs in the world.
Who performed it?
Savage Garden did a version.
No, not Savage Garden.
Wham did the
That
song,
was a
or
cover.
George Michael.
Wham.
Wham.
Sav-
It was Wham.
Savage Garden, please.
Savage Garden did a version of it, is what he said.
Yeah, I heard.
So we did this. We did this last night. This is Fire Chaser Express. I will say this also. At 38 degrees, it's a whole new thrill.
This is my personal favorite ride in this park. So much fun. Rebecca and Daniel are impressed at how they wrap the large trees. That must be quite an effort.
Well, Dollywood does something pretty unique, I think, where they close the park down and then do stuff like that to install it home.
Is that why?
You know, instead of leaving the park open year round and just kind of fitting it in overnight here and there.
I don't think a lot of theme parks can't afford to actually close for any period of time. What ride is
From
that?
this angle, this is Wild Eagle, and from this angle, it looks like it's the lift hill to nowhere. But the track is definitely there. It's just a darker blue, so you can't see it in the night sky.
Your fair show is ending.
Oh, the bear show is ending?
Has your cohort ridden that ride?
Yes, he has.
Can we quickly get his opinion?
What are your thoughts on the Wild Eagle coaster?
They use the top of the mountain, so you don't go up the lift hill very long, but you drop down the side of the mountain. So it's really exciting, and it's just kind of ingenuitive how they use the curvature of the mountain and stuff throughout the ride. Love it. Probably my favorite ride here.
Oh, cool. And Daniel says it's awesome at night because it's very dark. Has he ridden it at night?
Have you done it at night?
I have not done it at night.
He has not done it at night.
If it's his favorite ride, he should check it out at night. Whole different experience.
Apparently, it's a whole different ride at night, so you should do it if you choose.
I can only do it if Morgan and Lisa are here to panic the whole time.
Okay. You heard it here first. He will only do it if the others are here to panic with him.
And Tony will cheer you on the whole time.
So, we're at the tail end of that black bear polar bear show I mentioned on this 50-foot tall tree dancing up ahead. And you can kind of see the amount of snow happening.
It's snowing?
Fake snow.
No. Snow.
Snow.
Ironic.
So the next one will probably happen in about 15 minutes or so. But I planned on coming back for video for that, so be sure to stay tuned. Don't laugh and go YouTube.
So, tons of snow, tons of fog. When Dollywood makes weather, they go all out.
Yes. I'm going to get closer so you can see how all out they go. Because, it's a lot, guys.
Daniel is commenting on the quantity of snow.
You could see it in the trees and on the lines here.
Indeed.
All over the ground here.
Tristan's asking if you've seen the Celebrity and the Smoky Christmas in the Smoky show in the Celebrity yet.
We have not. If we're being completely honest, that according to the guide maps and apps and everything, it says that show is an hour in length, and the park's only open 7 hours on the 2 days we were visiting. So it was kind of, do we want to do that show or not?
Okay, here's what you need to know from a Daniel Kaplan. Christmas in the Smokies is my favorite theme park show currently running. It's like being flung into a flocking spray container. Those two might be
Okay.
separate.
Okay. I was like, we're outside. Why would we want to be in that much fear, let alone inside the theater? But okay.
This is all light, right? No actual tree.
There is a tree in it. Yes. But
Oh,
I
there
would
is.
say it's artificial.
Yes, the spray container was referring to where you are now, not Christmas in the Smokies.
Hold on, we're gonna walk out this way. We're also a big fan of this tunnel, or trellis-covered walkway, I guess you would say.
Santa baby, I think. Or, nope, wrong. Maybe it's called outside. The Dolly Parton Rod Stewart version, which I love.
So if you look back here, the little pathway that we just went through leads up to the tree. Uh-oh.
Can you read this comment?
I would like to point out the carved stump was only $50, so it was a very budget-friendly option that was tempting.
So Daniel is surprised that you aren't talking about the awkwardness that is 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
He said it, not me. So again, I went in there, and my friend knew from the minute I pointed at the sign and said, "Oh, we should go see that," because he knows what Christmas stories I like. He knew immediately I meant A Christmas Carol, but didn't process it was 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, a completely different story. That show, we sat down, and I'm like, it's not going to be more than half an hour. It's a theme park, right? Nope, 45 minutes. But it could have been half an hour because part of the story is about these really weird New York thug mice that go around house to house stealing Santa's cookies.
That's cute.
Yeah, but then you go to, oh, the older daughter won't be able to make it home for Christmas, and the older son won't be able to make it home for Christmas. So the youngest daughter writes to Santa to get them to come home for Christmas. All blended in with that heart tale is the New York thug mice. I didn't understand it. The
Daniel
mice
says
had zero story purpose.
Snickernoodles. Are there Snickernoodles involved somehow?
Snickerdoodles, yeah. Those are their favorite cookies.
And is there a dancing sequence within the Navy?
No. They're in the Navy. It's not the song in the Navy.
Okay, that's what he.
And there is a dancing sequence.
Okay, that's what he said. I interpreted that that's what he meant. I'm apparently wrong.
Okay, no, I said no. There's definitely a dance sequence with characters who are in the Navy, but there's not a dance sequence within the Navy. The song.
Imagine that though. Wouldn't that have made it even better?
I think it would have made it a little better.
In the Navy. Okay, sorry. Back to Christmas. Thank you for listening, that Daniel. That was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was something. And I'll tell you what, it definitely was not A Christmas Carol.
What's that ride?
That is Mystery Mine.
Ugh. Terrifying ride.
We went on it in July because it's one of the ones I'm able to, and I enjoyed it a lot. And that's my friend's second favorite ride.
Oh, what's this? This is so pretty over here.
We're going into an area called Wildwood Grove. It's the newest section of the park.
Oh, I've never been there. So
It's
just so you
not
know,
as decked out as some of the other areas, but it still has some fun lights.
so you know, they used to have a great Christmas Carol show with Dolly Parton as the Ghost of Christmas Past and a whole score written by Dolly. So you missed out.
Yeah, I had seen that somewhere before, and that's why I was like, oh, I know it exists, and thought in my head, yeah, let's go see this one.
So close.
And then 6 minutes in, I go, wait a minute, and my friend just goes, I knew it.
How does this park look during the day with all this?
A lot of like netting and wires.
Like the Castle in August?
Yeah. We did that one yesterday. That's fun.
You
It's
did
like a
do the
really
drop
nice
ride?
observation. Yeah, it's like a really nice observation tower with a very sudden, rapid descent. Because you go up there and spin and see all the mountains and everything, and then
That's what it's all
you
about.
hear what sounds like the landing gear of an aircraft carrier ripping off, and then you just fall 236 feet.
It's all about the view and throughput. So
Yeah. That could be the name of my book. The View and Throughput. Theme Park Operations 101.
apparently they used to also have a Wonderful Life show, which was just weird, featuring songs from Anastasia and Hercules.
What
among
from
others.
Hercules was in that?
Oh no, not Hercules, not Go the Distance, From a Distance.
Oh.
Whoops.
Doobie, you and I need to go to Dollywood together because we will just be all kinds of confused into what shows we're walking into.
From a Distance.
Yeah, so
My
this
wife knew
area
what I
is
meant.
mostly just like little trees and some lights here and there.
Pretty.
Nothing like the Glacier Ridge area.
It feels like walking into Galaxy's Edge right now.
With those tunnels, yeah, except it's a tree, so I would say it's more like a Bug's Land, especially because right up ahead, this glowing tree, I'm pretty sure is an unused concept from A Bug's Life.
Wow, that is a hodgepodge. Bright Side of Life from Spamalot, Money from Cabaret. I'm surprised
How do
there's
you
not
do
more.
cabaret at Christmas?
I'm surprised there's not more kind of Smoky Mountain, Dolly Parton style BGM. That is a lot of pop songs. That's really surprising me.
Well, this park is very music-based. Say what you will about those shows we saw. Everybody in it is talented musically. And like we saw a little bit, kind of, there's live performers just kind of strolling around, just performing music.
Mm-hmm. We saw
Yesterday,
one.
we almost got elbowed by a violinist. That's what I said. But there's a violinist. Is that the right term?
Fiddle player.
Fiddle player? I thought it was a violin. Oh, it's a fiddle here?
There are no violins in Tennessee. They're all fiddles.
All right, well, sorry. There was a fiddle player, take two, and she was working up and down the line, just playing Christmas music on the fiddle, and almost elbowed us because it was just crowded, and she was just sitting there playing. We just wanted a sandwich.
Show must go on. I just looked it up. There is no difference between a fiddle and a violin. Same instrument.
Just the name.
Just the context. In classical music, it's a violin, and a bluegrass band, it's a fiddle.
What about a solo artist at a theme park?
Depends on the theme park. If it's Dollywood, it's a fiddle. If it's Bachland or Beethovenville, it's a violin.
There's got to be better classical name theme park lands.
Pachelbel's Park.
Okay. Mozart Mountain.
Daniel says he wants to go to Beethovenville. See, I know what I'm doing.
See, I would have went Beethoven Town.
No.
No? Okay. I'm also mixing classical music with classical art, and I was thinking of Van Gogh, and that's not right.
No. Van Gogh is not a musician. I mean, he might be, but he's known mostly as an artist.
Hey, I don't know if you knew this. This park's got a really loud train.
Everywhere.
As a reminder, it exists.
Right, so we're walking through Smoky Mountain Christmas at Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Perhaps the greatest park-wide Christmas display I have ever seen.
We're going to kind of run back to that big tree so you could see this exploded can of shaving cream that snows every night. The Snope.
Dude, that tree is loud. I mean, that train is loud.
I was like, I can't hear the tree. I can hear the train.
Can't hear the tree over the train.
So we're leaving Flick's Fun Fair and heading back towards, I'm just kidding, it's called Wildwood Grove, but we're leaving Wildwood Grove, which is another, in my opinion, flaw in the design of this park, because there's only one way in and one way out of that land, and it stretches down for quite a good length. It could easily tie into some other area, and it might, because apparently there's new stuff coming soon. More steaming from the toaster. I still have you guys? Can you still hear me?
Sadly. Yeah, we're here,
Okay.
Tony. Let's say hear a train.
Do you still hear a train? I hear the tree now.
What is this?
This is that kind of the story I was talking about with the,
Oh, okay.
excuse me, the black bear and the polar bear.
And we're going to get snowed on.
Yes. We're going to try and get up into that area too.
Using ribbons and paper and presents. All
Can you hear the narration at all?
shared with someone you love.
Yes.
Actually.
Now, what a way to remember it. His cousin, Polar Bear, was also dreaming about enjoying Christmas. But how in the world would he get all the way to Polar Bear's house? So he wished for something special to happen. And don't you know that the snow started falling and falling and falling? And all the winter was completely wrapped in snow.
This was the train everywhere in the park.
Blackbear was so happy to see his cousin. And Polar Bear was so happy to see Blackbear. They played and sang and decorated their tree. Excited and happy to spend their Christmas together.
Is everything clear?
Crystal.
I would like to point out they're saying circle of love. Last
Winnie
time
the
it
Pooh?
said circle of life. No, it's a black bear and a polar bear.
Dear Dolly, we recognize that it is a great gift to get to spend time with our family and friends, young and old, during the holidays.
In circle of love.
Again, they're saying love.
Merry Christmas.
That's a butterfly. I'm on the wrong side. Sorry. I'm very excited because the snow has begun.
We hope you have
Look
a
out. Oh, man.
holidays. People you love.
Did the frog. Sorry, I'm inhaling it. Yeah, so this stuff's everywhere.
Daniel said it forms little snowbanks. Well, you don't want to see that. Hopefully he comes back in just a moment because this is not as pretty as Dollywood at Christmas time. Tony, are you coming back? We've been streaming live from... Hey, he's back. Flip that thing around, Tony. We don't want to see you.
Sorry. I got it. There we go.
Right.
I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. My browser just refreshed right as I walked into the snow. Hardcore blizzard alert.
So Daniel says it forms little snowbanks.
If you want to call that this, then yes.
But it's not slippery.
I'm not trying, but it's also right next to the stairs, so we'll see.
He says it has a lot of grup, which he corrected to grip in the next comment.
Grup grip. All right. We're almost done with our walk. So yes, we kind of already came through this area, but we went to the right to go to Wildwood Grove. Now we're going to go to the left to stay in Timber Canyon. I've said this before about this park. If you could basically make Frontierland a theme park and divide it into separate sections of Frontierland, that's kind of what Dollywood feels like to me.
Daniel loves the snow you just walked under, the snowflakes, because they're slightly different shades of white. I imagine the same right up here, which is pretty cool. Because every snowflake is unique.
It's true. Unless you buy them in bulk. Because then you get this one, and then you've got it again up here. But they are all different in the area that they're in.
Tony's got a Tony.
There's that one. I also have a very odd craving for hot apple cider. I don't know if I can find it anywhere.
They've
Daniel
got to
seems to know
have.
everything about this park. Where can I get some hot apple cider, Daniel?
You've got to have hot apple cider in Dollywood. That is like epitomal Smoky Mountain food.
If I'm being completely honest, I have had hot specialty cider, wink wink, in Gatlinburg earlier today. But now I want it in this park, specialty or not.
Daniel says at the front, I believe, I know they have it. Maybe the app will tell you.
Can't really access the app right now.
What's this on the right?
Are we going to drill this again? This is rings.
I was not aware that's what it was. You can move on.
These are rings.
Those are anklets.
And anklets and necklaces that say
Grandma.
Aunt May. I thought it said your name for a second.
Anti-gravity.
Winter Soldier. Oh, that's Becky, not Bucky. Sorry, Becky.
Now, the thing about rings.
Yeah? What about it?
Nothing at all. Daniel have to head out and get ice cream. I'm not sure why. But thank you for joining us, Daniel.
I'm going to need a private connection to Daniel for later on in the evening where I can find everything in the park.
And he once again reiterates, he loves the Tree by Thunderhead, so looking forward to that. And Rebecca says, by the way, Tony, look for wassail. I don't know what that is. Oh, they might not call it cider. Yeah, they might not call it cider this time of year.
What'd you say? Wassail? I thought we had a wassail at breakfast. No, that's right. They were pancakes, not waffles.
Like even when Tony's at Dollywood, he can't get away from Shrek.
Why?
In the morning, we had waffles.
Oh.
Always on your mind.
Oh. Apparently, I've got a private line coming on a phone adjacent to me. Dollywood is 150 acres in size, bigger than Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, smaller than Epcot and the Animal Kingdom.
Thank you, Dr. Factoid.
That's just what was sent to my friend, to me.
You get a nice view on that ride, Tony?
It's a very nice view for a good 45 to 90 seconds.
Whoa, I could not
and then
do
that view suddenly gets very, very close.
I could do the drop more easily than I could do the 90-second up.
Oh, just sitting up there?
Yeah.
Because you sit up there. Hold on, I'll kind of get a better view here. Because you sit up there and spin for a bit.
And your legs
And
are
then
hanging, right? There's nothing under your legs.
Correct. And after you spin, you kind of like park there. You kind of like park there. These trains, man. We get it. There's a train here.
Somewhere in Gatlinburg, someone's trying to watch Far From Home and hearing a train.
So it spins up there for a minute, and then it'll stop and go up a little bit higher, and then drop. So that's the stop part.
The drop's the easy part. This part's terrifying.
And then it goes up probably about another 15 to 20 feet or so, and then drop.
The drop is
To
like
quote
all.
my friend, he thought we were done dropping, but he opened his eyes and said, "No, we're not done yet." And then over here, you kind of saw the coaster. That's Thunderhead. That's the one Daniel keeps raving about.
So where's the tree? He likes the one
What
by
tree?
Thunderhead. He said he loves the tree by Thunderhead.
It's probably this one we're coming up to.
Okay.
But first, we have a little bit more to do. Yeah, this is the entrance to Thunderhead right here.
I haven't seen it.
I heard it, though.
Oh,
Now, these I'm seeing pop up pretty commonly, whether it be in parks or even hotel driveways.
This trellis kind of thing.
Yeah.
Using words like I know what they mean.
Light tunnel, I've also heard them called.
That's like calling a tire one of those spinny things. A little generic.
That rubber thing that you roll on. Or like when they called Basil of Baker Street the Great Mouse Detective. You know, that whole thing.
Great Pixar movie, by the way.
Oh, speaking of Pixar, WALL-E inducted into the Library of Congress's National Film Registry, meaning it will now be preserved. I will say for all time, but at some point the sun will go supernova.
Yeah, I think I saw that on someone's Facebook page.
Probably. And because it was deemed historically, culturally, or aesthetically significant.
I'm going to bet aesthetically.
I will also say that the only other Pixar movie to have that title distinguished upon them, full-length animated feature anyway, is Toy Story, because it was the first computer animated movie.
That's appropriate. Cars 2 should be in there as well.
Oh, God.
LP Rebecca says she wants to try the eggnog cheesecake with ginger snap crust. So
I'm sorry, where is this
do
eggnog
I.
cheesecake?
So do I. Wow. Okay, I like this one because this one, instead of having the white stringy things, has the blue. And that's...
Yeah, it's inverted, I guess, but not really because the other one was red.
Right, so not at all. But this is pretty. A little sparse, though. It looks a little Charlie Brownish, but it's pretty.
I can't remember any Peanuts quotes offhand right now.
Good grief, Tony. Come on.
Talk about baby Jesus.
I mean, the Christmas ones.
I got a snow rock.
A snow rock. Oh,
Have you seen the new one, Auld Lang Syne?
I have not.
You should review that for us. You're the animation guy. It's a new Peanuts. You should review it.
I should. Perhaps when I'm back at my desk next week.
Jerry Orn loves it. It is very beautiful.
These are Blue Drippers, copyright
Yeah.
Juby.
And I like the blue little ones at the bottom too.
These ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. What I like all of their, like, I guess you could call it landscaping, but how they basically take all the planters everywhere throughout the park and just pop Christmas trees into them. And that's like everywhere throughout the park.
See,
It's not
what you
just one designated area.
You need to count the Christmas trees in this park. In fact, get a picture of every single one.
Oh gosh. What am I, some kind of overachiever? We'll press forward, which I think is strange because yes, I know it's Christmas, I know it's here year round, but this random coffin is just kind of in the middle of the whole thing. Are you okay? Goodness. And then they have these little, what are these called? I forget what these are called.
I believe
lanterns.
Those are from Rapunzel, Tangled, if I'm not mistaken.
No, is this a... No, it's not a Luminaria. That's a fireworks show. I forget what they're called. But yes. With the snowflake on it, that is actually dangerously close to the sun in Tangled.
Rebecca says the eggnog cheesecake is at the front porch cafe.
Oh, I have to go to a table service restaurant for eggnog cheesecake?
I was thinking the same thing. That's just not right.
Maybe they have the chocolate covered one. I'll get it again. They have a chocolate covered one that I'd be more than willing to get again. I thought this was leftover Halloween stuff, like it's a big spider, but it's like a sawhorse kind of thing.
Yes, this is just the normal decor here. Rebecca, I'm going to find you an eggnog cheesecake and bring it home for dinner. That is my vow to you.
Must be nice to live in the Mosley household.
Hey, Doobie takes care of his. Apparently, it's called a Luminaria.
Is it a Luminaria?
How about that?
Is it really?
Yeah, apparently. She's not kidding. Better than World of Color, I know that.
Oh, God. I've been wanting to watch World of Color Seasons of Light on YouTube, thanks to our own Mike C, who got a video of it. I'm pretty sure it's his anyway. It's from like 2 years ago. But yeah, see, like every like little spot they could put Christmas trees, they put Christmas trees in.
I like it.
Well, if they are real trees, then they trimmed them to look like Christmas trees.
Is someone over there fighting with you over the fact that they're Christmas trees?
He said, well, I think those are real trees.
Christmas trees are real trees.
Huh? Yeah. But then they trimmed them into the familiar conical shape. Doobie, do you say conical or conical?
Conical, like a normal person.
Curious that. Well, here, is it real?
It's real and it's fabulous.
Remind me not to touch my face. I'll get into a sneezing fit.
This is why all of our walk and talks normally end after an hour.
How long's it been?
An hour 40, and you can tell.
Oh, okay. Well, we're almost there.
And the Spotlight Bakery has seasonal bakery goodies.
I'm going to just start messaging Rebecca when I go to new parks. Give me everything you know.
She is pretty good at finding the specialty food. She's a huge fan of specialty food.
You know what the strangest thing about Dollywood to me is? Yes, all the parks have the big store at the exit, but this one, like, you literally go through the big store to exit.
The big store is the exit.
Yes. Like, you don't go out where you came in. You go through this thing.
By the way, we do have an important message here I want to get out to you from Rebecca the Fifth. Don't touch your face.
Thank you. I just touched my phone, so that might be problematic. Are they still out here with the photos? No.
No, there's just a line.
Okay. Well, we're back at the front. What was your favorite part, DB?
Honestly, my favorite part was spending the past 100 minutes with you, Tony.
Aw. That's cute.
So if I were to give an honest answer,
I would have said the Northern Lights part, but
I have a heart. The Northern Lights were awesome. I still like that tree with the white drippies the most, but the Northern Lights on the whole, beautiful. Beautiful. But the whole experience, this park just kicks Christmas behind. I am a huge fan.
Apparently the #1 rated theme park Christmas celebration in the country.
As rated by the fans of Dollywood?
That could be. They could have just asked season pass holders. I don't know. It wasn't really credited on the map where it says it, but
no, it earns that title. It is spectacular.
It could have been Madge at the register, at the restaurant, at the exit, the Emporium. Madge, what's the #1 theme park Christmas? It's here at Dollywood, Madge.
Well, Madge is right. This place is absolutely spectacular. I'm a huge fan, and I'm so glad we got to see it through the eyes of Tub Time with Tony Betty. Great stream, too. This is probably the best quality live stream we've ever done from a theme park. So,
hooray! It can be done.
It can be done. Now we just have to find out why we can't be done at Disney.
I'm gonna flip it that way. I can say goodbye. I don't know what everybody else's favorite was though too.
Jeez, that's scary.
Because we are having a Holly Dolly Christmas here.
No.
At Dollywood.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, I can't aim it. There we go. Pull this back a little bit. Have a Holly Dolly Christmas.
Thank you, Tony. I will let you sign us off, Tony, however you wish.
All right. From Dollywood, I don't know what's coming up next because I haven't been in my work stuff in a while. I'm having fun here at Dollywood Christmas. But whatever's coming up next, I know trivia on Saturday. Huh? Trivia on Saturday. 7:30, 10:30 Eastern. From Dollywood and the Smoky Mountain Christmas. So long, everybody.